This is the X-Zone Broadcast Network, broadcasting worldwide on broadcast affiliates and satellite program providers, including CNN Broadcast Network, Sirius Satellite Network, Star Media, Good News Radio Network, Angel Broadcast Network, Wiki Broadcast Network, and WPBN TV. For more information on the X-Zone Broadcast Network, visit us at www.xzbn.net.
All Hit Radio.
Welcome to the X-Zone, a place where fact is fiction and fiction is reality. Now, here's your host, Rob McConnell.
And welcome to the X-Zone, everyone. My name is Rob McConnell, and for the next 4 hours, I'm your host and your guide as together we cross the time-space continuum to this place that I call the X-Zone. It's a place where people dare to believe and dare to be heard. It's a place where fact is fiction and fiction is reality. And the X-Zone comes to you Monday through Friday from 10 p.m. Eastern until 2 a.m. Eastern, then from 2 a.m. Eastern until 6 a.m. Eastern, and then from 6 a.m. Eastern until 10 a.m. Eastern, and then from 10, you get the message, every 4 hours on a 24-hour period. Oh, heavens. If you'd like to send an email, xzone at xzoneradiotv.com, on all social media sites, X-Zone Radio TV, and our website, www.xzoneradiotv.com. X-Zone Nation, my guest this hour is a gentleman we've had the pleasure of having on the show before. His name is Tom T. Moore, and he's an award-winning author, speaker, and is in the entertainment business, where for over 25 years he's been the president and CEO of his own international motion picture and TV program distribution business based in Dallas, Texas. During this time, he has traveled extensively as part of his business duties to international film markets held in Cannes, France, Milan, Italy, Los Angeles, California, and Budapest, Hungary. He's the author of 4 books: The Gentle Way, a self-help guide for those who believe in angels; The Gentle Way 2, The Story Continues; The Gentle Way 3, Master Your Life; and First Contact, Conversations with an E.T. His website is www.thegentleWaybook.com. And welcome back, Tom T. Moore.
Well, thanks for having me again, Rob. I appreciate it.
It's great having you, Tom. You and I were talking briefly before we went to air, and you were telling me about a lot of exciting things happening in your life, and congratulations on all your growth. And do you think that the film industry and the TV industry are going to survive, even though a lot of people are saying, well, with the internet now?
Well, of course, that opens up new opportunities for distribution companies. And now they're, for the very first time at a world TV market in April, they were advertising what are called carriage buyers, people that actually buy whole TV networks to replay in their own country.
Wow. I think the internet is going to work with the established media. I think that radio isn't going to go bye-bye. I don't think TV is going to go bye-bye. I think what we're going to see is a combination that is so well structured that no matter who you are, no matter where you are, you're going to have access to the media that you, the consumer, want. And I think that is great. I really do.
On a huge number of devices.
Yes, exactly. Tom, I remember starting this show 22 years ago. It was just basically one radio station in Newmarket, Ontario, CKDX. And then, the internet was all right, it was new, but really you didn't have the abilities that we have today. There weren't handheld devices that carried the show. There weren't as many satellite networks that are carrying the show. So I've seen a huge growth in 22 years, and I can only guess what the next 22 years are going to hold for the people who sit in this chair after I've decided to hang up my hat here at the X-Zone and pick up my fishing hat and go down to the Bahamas and stay there. Listen,
my company was the first company to ever broadcast a movie over the internet.
Wow, that is something cool. Which movie was it?
Oh, it was called Cyber Stalker. and of course there were only probably 4 computers in the world that could download it, but they did it.
All right, Tom, you and I are going to be talking tonight about the case for multi-lives. Now, Exonation, only 25% of Americans believe in reincarnation. Now, this is according to an article in the New York Times going back to, 2010. So we're going to be talking with Tom about multiple lives, reincarnation. Are you a believer or are you a skeptic? Is the possibility of reincarnation real, or is it part of a myth, a folklore, a legend, a philosophy? A lot of people believe that we come back, and a lot of Christians point to the resurrection as reincarnation. But, you know, the verdict is out on that one, because some people say, well, that was a resurrection. It really wasn't reincarnation because he didn't come back. He wasn't reborn. And others say, well, yeah, he was reborn because he was dead and then he came back to life. So we're going to be talking to Tom about many things this hour. Once again, his website is www.thegentleWayBook.com. Wow, this is going to be one heck of a great hour here in the X Zone. And if you'd like to give us a call, well, this is a pre-recorded hour, but we will take your emails and we'll get back to them with Tom at a later date and time. Send your emails to xzone@xzoneradiotv.com. I'll be back on the other side of this commercial break in 2 minutes with Tom T. Moore as we investigate the case for multiple lives here in the X Zone from our broadcast center in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. My name is Rob McConnell. Tom T. Moore is my guest. Don't go away. Modern Esoteric, Beyond Our Senses by Brad Olson, consummates the lifology story about where humanity originates. It is the lost continents, the primitive wisdom, the mythos of creation, and the rethinking of ancient history as we are taught in academia. There is much more to the story than what we have been told. As this is the first book in the Esoteric series, Modern Esoteric starts at the beginning of time and accelerates up to this modern age. Future Esoteric is book 2 in the series and takes a forward-looking position ahead of today with an open and honest examination of the ET issue and various unexplained phenomena. To discover the writings of author Brad Olson, visit www.bradolson.com. That's www.bradolson.com. Named one of the world's greatest psychics, Elizabeth Joyce is now giving readings worldwide via Skype. Elizabeth Joyce is recognized for her clairvoyant ability to help find missing persons, her analysis of dreams, past life regression work, mediumship, and her accurate predictions. Elizabeth has been a frequent guest on the X Zone radio show with yours truly, Rob McConnell, now for several years. For an appointment with Elizabeth Joyce, call 201-934-8986 or Skype at elizabeth.joyce. And for more information, you can always visit Elizabeth Joyce online at www.new-visions.com.
Do you have a dis-ease that you would like to alleviate through a natural means? Have you been contacted by angels, ghosts, or even extraterrestrials and want to validate these experiences? Or would you simply like to speak with someone who can help you find your life's purpose? I'm Dr. Joseph Mara, and I'm offering my services free of charge for first-time clients contacting me during the month of April. These free consultations include angel card readings, guided meditations, life coaching, and energy healing. If you have always wanted to explore these types of experiences but were skeptical or simply could not afford them, Then take advantage of this free special offer. Contact me through my website, aguidinglight, spelled LITE.com, to schedule your consultation today. Until then, I offer you love, light, and laughter.
Exonation Tom T. Moore is my special guest this hour. His website is www.thegentleWayBook.com. And Tom, how did you get involved in dealing with multiple lives and the other topics that you write about?
It came up when I was communicating with my own, who I believe is my guardian angel, and I started asking. Well, in my case, I found out that I had been a shaman, an Indian shaman, in a past life where I was using the Gentle Way, which is the books that I eventually wrote, and was given the title of the first book I wrote the very first time I spoke with an Indian shaman who was living at the same time as I was. So from there, it just kind of continued on, and I kept finding out about more and more of my past lives, and I found out that I've had over 1,000 lives on Earth.
You know, I've had the opportunity of talking to many people who talk about past lives, you know, and reincarnation, and I have never had the experience personally to say that, yeah, I've had a past life. And it always amazes me when I talk to people who believe so heartedly that they've actually had these experiences, that how come some people like yourself realize you've had over 1,000 past lives, and here you've got me saying, geez, I don't think I've had any.
Well, it's simply because I was told that. And until I was told that, maybe I kind of suspected, because if you record your dreams, now I've been recording my dreams since 1979, and I've had many dreams of lives that were period dreams that you could tell, and so that makes you wonder. But to be told, hey, look, you know, you were this person in this past life, you were an Indian shaman, your name was Stillwater, and you decided to incarnate into the 20th and 21st centuries to reintroduce people to the Gentle Way, and to be given the name of the book. Oh, and you're going to write books, and I'm saying, books? Me? I'm a business guy. Yes, books. And so I started out writing books.
All right, you're in the television film industry. Is it possible that your past lives that you have had with the you're talking about the Gentle Way, the shaman that talks to you, is it possible that on a subconscious level this information has been recorded from your daily life and then played back in a way that you perceive to be from another dimension and a spirit world, a different reality than what we're in now?
Well, it would seem that way, okay, except for the fact that I've asked thousands of questions, okay? And I've been told by my guardian angel, who I call Theo, that he'll answer any question for me, but I have to ask specific questions. He will not, I can't ask a general question and say, well, tell me all about past lives. I've got to ask question after question after question, and many times they would be questions that I would think I knew the answer to, or and it would be completely opposite. So it doesn't work that way, I found.
Now when you're communicating with Theo, are you in a conscious state, semi-conscious state, unconscious state, deep meditative state?
Okay, I'm in a light alpha state. I put myself into a light alpha state. If you go into what's called a theta